Hi everyone, Jason here from Melotte Consulting. Today we're going to demonstrate the power of integrating Toggl Track with tape for project time recording, enabling you to keep all of your project related information together and easily accessible in your core tape system. What are we going to show you today? Well, the 7 core things are on your screen, but we want to manage Toggl clients and projects from tape. We want to record time from tape and also Toggl clients, and we want to have the time displayed on the relevant project and client records in tape. And lastly, we want to automatically generate a project time report every week. So let's start delving into the system. We will start with the demo workspace we're going to use. It's made up of just 3 applications: client, project, and time records. Let's look at creating a client in Toggl from tape. To do that, we need a client within the tape system. So we'll create one and give it some random name. Once that's done, we can save the record, and then we'll hit our little button that says Create Client in Toggl. When we click the button, tape will send the information to Toggl where a client will be created for us. When the client is successfully created in Toggl, you'll receive back a number which will then get posted as a comment to show that it's complete. If we have a look in Toggl, we can go into the clients and there is our client. So that's the first item ticked off our list. With the client created, we can now move on to creating a project in Toggl from tape and then relate it back to our new client. First off, we need to go into our Projects app and create a new project. We will just give it a random name again. Once we have the name given and saved the record, we need to set the related client and finally the project status to active. Once that's all done, we can click the Create Toggl Project button. This sends all the information off to Toggl and we will get a response back with an ID, which we will then post in the comments. If we now move into Toggl, we can see that the project is there and that it is related properly to the client. And that is creating a project and giving us a tick against another item on our list. Moving on, we want to trigger some time recording from tape. To do that, we open up our project record and click the Start Recording Time button. Tape then sends some information off to Toggl and starts a time record. Toggl sends back a time ID, which triggers a time recording active banner on the project record. Once we've finished working on the project, we can click the Stop Recording Time button, which sends the stop command off to Toggl. When Toggl gets the stop command, it sends back the timer duration, and that will take away the banner. All this means that we have now successfully recorded some time from tape. The next item on the list is recording time from outside of tape and having it relate back. So let's move on to that. For this demonstration, we are going to use the Toggl Track application and we'll overlay it with tape so that you can see both happening at the same time. We've started the time record, which has updated tape to say that the time recording is active. You can see the two are linked pretty much instantaneously. Then we can stop the time recording, and rather than waiting, we will make the time record in Toggl longer so that everything is a little more obvious. You can now see the time updating in tape once it's finished. And that's recording time from outside of tape. As a bonus productivity tip, if you interstitial journal, or maybe you don't but would like to, then create a client for yourself and a project called something like Journal. Then set up some automation on your computer and phone to create a time record in that Toggl project with whatever you type as the description. This can then also be added to a journal text file. You now have a very quick way to interstitial journal and time record at the same time. And if your time logged is relevant to a different project, you can change the record in Toggl and it will update in Tape. Next up, we're going to show the project time on the Tape project record. When we open a project record and time is logged against the project, we can see the project time is there. But it currently looks a bit messy, so I think we'll tidy it up. We go into the calculation field and we can edit the calculation to get rid of those three little dots at the bottom and make it a solid line. While we're at it, we should restrict the hours to display to 2 decimal places only, keeping it a bit neater and easier to look at. Once we go back to the project record, we can see that it looks better than it did. And that ticks off project time on a project record, bringing us nearly to the end of our list. The next step is we want to show the client related time on the client record. We have overlaid the Toggl client again, and we're going to cheat a little by modifying a previous time record. We're going to make it a bit longer and send it back in time by a month or two. That will change the client record in Tape, and it will increase the total project hours, but it will also change the project hours this month, as you can see there. Last but not least, we have creating PDF reports weekly. To do that, we use a little automation which we'll run through now. The automation is set to run every week on a Monday morning. The first part is that it does some date calculations, the Monday of the previous week and also the week number. It then gets a list of the active projects. With that information, it can then loop through the projects and get all of the related timelines for the week, adds up their durations, and then changes the total from seconds to hours. We then build the PDF report using the Tape Create PDF function and format it however you like. We will run the automation manually to demonstrate, and there you can see that it's updated the project record. If we drop back into the project record, we can take a look at the report. You can see that it's got all the timelines in there and then the total at the bottom.
And there you go. We've checked off everything on our list. We hope this video gives you a glimpse into how using integrations with other tools like Toggl can make Tape an invaluable central hub for your business data. If you're ready to take your IT systems to the next level, Melotte Consulting can customize solutions to fit your specific needs. This integration is just one example of the efficiency we can bring to your organization. Check out our website at melotte.consulting to explore what we can do for you. Get in touch for a consultation and let's begin optimizing your business together.